Hello, welcome to my ILS landing approach using the TACAN in the ILS. I'm going to try and walk people through how to do it. So first of all, we want to find our airfield that we want to land at. Divert. Go to Kutaisi. Now we need to look at this number. It's a 109.75, which is our ILS. So we can key that in here. Turn that on. And turn it on down here. Making sure that this is to the left. See how it hides it and then shows it, so we want it to the left. And you can hear it making a noise. That's what you want to do. It means it's tuned in and it's receiving the channel. Now I'm just going to mute that for the moment. So we've got an ILS button down here. I'm just going to right click that. That'll turn off that beeping. Now that's the ILS keyed in, but we actually have to get to the runway before we even use that. So now I'm going to key in the TACAN. Line ourselves up a little bit better here. So the TACAN on the runway, on the airfield, is 4-4. So we're going to key in over here, 4, 4, and then hit transmit received. You'll hear that immediately start beeping. And make sure you got that button clicked. And you can see the 2 is because our steer point is runway. When I click this one, you get a longer line. It's a number 1, so that's our TACAN channel. Now generally I like to be about 10 miles away from the final, so I'll join at a 10 mile final at about 3,000, so I'm going to descend down now to 3,000. When you're in weather conditions like this, you need to make sure you're not going to just fly into ground though, so always check your maps and your charts, make sure there's no terrain. So I've got some terrain down here that's about 7,000, some around here that's, I don't know how hard that is, but it's high. So descending quite rapidly through to 3,000. You see we're 10 miles away now, and the runway is to our east, so it's back that way. I'm going to start turning into it. Turning final or base at the moment. Now I'm also going to turn the TACAN beeping off just to keep us quiet. We can actually concentrate. Sending a bit too far through to 3,000. This isn't too bad, but just want to keep it around there. Alright, so we're on our base leg. We want to get our speed down, get a stage of flaps, and the flaps come down at about 190 or less, so just wait for that. There we go, flaps will come down, you can see down there, flaps 10. Maintaining 3,000. Now, check again, ILS is turned on, the frequency is right, TACAN is turned on, frequency is right. These two things are here. So 10 miles from the runway, or 11 miles, and we're on base, so I'm going to start my turn now, just a light little turn. 300 feet lower than I'd like to be, but it doesn't matter too much, we're still going to pick it up. Now down here, the line, this line here, that will come in when we're about like on the runway heading. So I'm just going to fly about a 20-degree intercept, pick that up, and then fly that down. You can see our ILS bar has come. Until we're lined up, that's not really that useful. We can see that the glide slope is coming down now. Soon that'll be around here, and we'll get a yellow bar indicating that we're on glide slope, or off. There's about our 20-degree intercept of the runway heading. That way we can see it moving and turn into it without actually just overshooting. Quite often happens. Alright, now checking your speed. And to get another stage of flaps down to get them out early. Configure, make sure I'm under 200, get my gear down. Yeah, that's all done. Check that they come down. The runway heading is lined up, so that the line has come in straight through. And the yellow bars on the artificial horizon here are lined up. Now you want to put the this little thing here, the airplane indicator, on the about 2 degree, 3 degree pointing towards the runway, and that should get you on a good glide slope descent. Now just watching your speed, watching your altitude, watching your glide slope. Just don't stop scanning. 159, that's okay. Keeping that center line, the yellow bar, and the runway heading, you want to keep that in the center there. If that moves to the left, that means you're right of runway, so you need to turn left. If the line in the middle turns to the right, it means you're left of the runway, and you need to turn to the right a little bit. So ever so slightly to the right of the runway. So the glide slope's still good, speed's still good, altitude's 1800, it's coming down. Alright, that's the runway. So we've got 3 green, 20-degree flaps, all our lights are on. We are 6 miles from the runway. We do have a bit of a crosswind, not too much. So just keep flying that in, keep watching your speed, keep watching the ILS bars, make sure they're centered. Don't chase them, just try and stay with them, but don't rapidly change, everything needs to be smooth here. So we're 4.5 miles away from the runway now. 1,200 feet above ground. Glide slope's coming down. Just need to stay with the glide slope. Speed down. So we are lined up as a runway. We're on the glide slope, we're looking good. Our speed's pretty good. Could be a little bit slower, I reckon. Right, so the ILS is still there, the glide slope's still good. We're looking really good. $10 as I crash, anyway. Scanning your instruments here. Don't even want to look outside really. Keep that descent rate not above 1000 and you should be good. The ILS bars, you want to keep them centered. A little bit to the right of the runway, not too bad though. Just a little bit. Glide slope still coming down, speed still good.
Altitude, altitude.
500 above, this is where you go around normally because you still can't see the runway, but we are committing because we are online pilots. Glide slope's coming down, that means we're very close to the runway. I like to say just above the glide slope because it does bring you in low. Speed, we can bring that down, cut the speed off, stay on the green ball. Now, find that glide slope again, I went a bit low then. There it is, it's coming down, 150 feet. There's the runway right there. Speed control, there we're on the green ball. Flare, now back. Beautiful. Gently braking. And you can extend the speed brakes. That is how you perfectly execute an ILS landing, using the TACAN to find the runway and the ILS to land in near zero visibility.